almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Set. Cougar 19.
Darts out of the shotgun. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Set. Drop low 80.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. That's complete. Mike Evans. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36. To throw, here's Dart. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Dart gonna throw again. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scanaboo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
They get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Boys, you got this. Watch the motion, watch the motion.
Darts back to throw. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Going right back to Scatterboot. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Darts going to the air. And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down. Well, with how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock, not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll throw first play here with Daniels. Brought in right side. Has the lane past the 45. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Austin makes the grab downfield. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. From the gun, it's Daniels. Austin's there to haul it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Play fake here. Daniels. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up fourth and long. The Commanders going field goal here. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
19 Tiger.
From the gun, here's Dart. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Working now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on third and 1. It's caught right side by Johnson. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a second quarter lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. McLaurin, the receiver, in motion left. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. This is caught by Trent Palmer. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it down from 37.
Let's go now. Go.
On first down, here's Daniels. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready!
They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Diving right side, got it! And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Throws caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Ready up!
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. To the air again, Daniels. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Pulled in by his back, Scatteroo. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
We've got a good one so far. We are all tied up, and we have hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Dart looking to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Check. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check out.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Connects on the crosser. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Scatterboo now from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
19.
Now Dart. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! Kicked off, Trey Amos. He's got room to roam. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Come on, come on.
Daniels now on first down. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll try and punch it in. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. They haven't caught him yet. And a great return goes out of bounds just a few seconds short of the promised land, right at the 15-yard line.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits his tight end on the corner route. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Yeah, right there. That is why teams will draft tight ends and take them really high in the draft, especially when they could be game changers after the catch. That was just a dynamic effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. It's Darius Slayton with the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Darts out of the shotgun. And this one is launched downfield. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 8, go.
Here's start now. He finds Neighbors right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Driving forward with Scatteroo. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Set, go! Cowboy 80.
To throw, here's Dart. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Set. 70 Timberwolf. Hut, hut.
Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broadcast incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Guys, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Hawks 70, Hawks 18, Pioneer. Steady.
Dart gonna throw again. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Scatterboo here on the toss. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready, ready. Liking 18. Hey, motion. Take off.
Dart setting in the throw here. Screen here for Scatterboo. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Here we go, set. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Commanders take over.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
18, come on, hit!
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Taking a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders push their lead to 18. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Slayton with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Neighbors with the catch. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Here goes Dart to the air. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now! Cowboy 80!
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Second and 3 now.
Set! Cougar 19! Ready?
Darts making the throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Set up! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Huh.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Desperation time here. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Go! Let's go!
Darts out of the shotgun. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down from the 42.
Let's go! Come 19! Come Viking 18! Hurt! Let's go!
Now Dart. And Johnson once more. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go, set!
Your start now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set!
From the red zone now. Brought in. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
Set!
A draw now. This is Tracy. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go! Ready?
They go right back to Tracy. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
60 Eagles! 60!
They'll go. Here's Darts. It's on target to Johnson. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Giants make it an 11-point ball game.
Commanders 38. Giants 27.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. The Giants using their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits him on the in route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Put the body on the line for his team. It's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Commanders leading by 11.
Here we go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. This one left for Daniels. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Giants have some new life in the 4th.
Daniels pass.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Head to 60. Head to 60. Go.
From the gun, here's Dart. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Giants, 1st down.
Come on. Set.
1st and 10 at the
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Dart gonna throw again. This is caught. That's Slayton. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
For first thing you do as a quarterback? The first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Mustang 19.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but it's definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience's mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock.
Ready?
A designed run. Daniels will keep it. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from New York.
Like yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back. It's a big, it's a no, so long as she get really good. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. Run it, then we on track. But you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach. Play that. Just a J that. I be in the streets like a strip rat. I will never speak with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope. Sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop.